For tailored or exotic options, it means that we'll include additional features into the options. So there could be you can put in a knockout trigger. So it's a feature that causes the derivative to cease to exist if a predetermined price level is reached. And by putting in a knockout trigger, it makes the premium even lower. So it provides a less expensive protection to companies. But of course, the outcomes based on particular scenarios need to be considered. So let's say, for example, we move back to the scenario for the gold mining company, okay, where I put in an exercise price of $100 for gold. So for a gold mining company, the worry or their concern here is that gold price will drop. So I want protection from gold price dropping. So if I think that the $8 premium here is too expensive and I want to make it cheaper, what I can do is I can put a knockout. Okay, I can put in a knockout at $110. So if let's say the price doesn't drop, instead the price goes up and it hits $110, immediately the option will be terminated. And even if the price were to drop later on, okay, the contract would have ceased to exist. So this puts a huge disadvantage on the gold mining company, which is the option buyer. So it becomes, because it's a disadvantage, it will make the premium go even lower to maybe $5 or $4 or maybe even $3 or lower. So by putting in knockout triggers, it means that if the price moves to a favorable point, okay, it will terminate the option. And the option buyer will then lose any kind of benefit from owning the option. So a knock-in trigger, on the other hand, is a feature that causes the derivative to exist only when it reaches a predetermined price level. So again, it may provide less expensive protection to companies, as a premium will be lower compared to a standard vanilla option. So there is a risk that the price level may not be reached, and if it's not reached, then the option will not be activated. And then it can have a compound option, where it's an option on an option. And it can be useful when the company is tendering for a project. So it provides the tenderer with protection against adverse price movements, okay, at a cheaper price than the underlying non-compound option. So for example, I can do an option on a call option, okay? And this call option could be a call option on BBSW. So for example, if you want to hedge against rising rates, only if you win the project, which means that if we win the project and we want to take out a loan, but we are worried that when we take the loan, the interest rates could be very high. So I could buy an option that allows me to enter into a call option. So if I win the project and I take out the loan, and if the interest rate is high, I will exercise the call option to get a benefit that offsets the cost. But if I don't win the project, then I don't have to exercise this compound option. So then I wouldn't need to worry about being locked into the loan early on. Okay, so there's a benefit of using compound options if there is an event in the future, okay, which requires the usage of option.